Before there was good and evil, before there was heaven and hell, before any religion gave those forces a name, there were two brothers, and the war between them didn't happen in myth. It happened in history, carved into clay, buried in the ground, and hidden from you for thousands of years. You already know this story. You just don't know that you are living inside it. Their father was Anu, king of the Anunnaki, ruler of the heavens. He had two sons, Enki, the firstborn by blood, god of wisdom, water and creation, the scientist, the one who built things, the one who understood life at its deepest level, and Enlil, the firstborn by the official her, god of wind, authority and command, the enforcer, the one who gave orders, the one who believed power excited to be obeyed. Same fathers, completely different visions of the world, and between them, you, humanity, caught in the middle of a conflict that started before your ancestors could speak. It was Enki who designed you when the lower Anunnaki, the Igigi, rebelled against the exhausting labor of mining Earth's gold. The council needed a solution. Enki stepped forward. He took the genetic material of the Anunnaki, combined it with the most advanced creator already living on Earth, and engineered something entirely new. Intelligent enough to work, conscious enough to follow instruction. But here's what Enlil never forgave. Enki gave you more than you were supposed to have. He gave you curiosity, creativity, the ability to question. That wasn't in the original design. That was Enki's gift, and Enlil considered it a mistake. At first, Enlil tolerant humanity. You were useful. You worked the mines. You built the temples. You served. But then something changed. You multiplied. You spread across the earth. You grew loud, creative, and increasingly difficult to control. The ancient tablet record Enlil's complaint in exact words. The noise of mankind had become too much. Think about that. Not your violence, not your rebellion. Your noise, your existence. Your presence of this earth disturbed him. And that was the moment Enlil decided humanity needed to be erased. Enlil brought it before the council. First the sand disease, humanity survived. Then he sent drought and famine. Humanity adapted. Finally, Enlil proposed the flood, a catastrophe so complete that nothing would remain, no survivors, no memory, no trace that humanity had ever excited. The council agreed, and to guarantee success, they made a oath of silence. No Anunnaki was permitted to warn a single human being. Enlil was certain this time it would be finished. Subscribe for more hidden history. Enki couldn't do it. He couldn't watch his creation, the beings he had designed, the consciousness he had gave life, thrown in silence. So he found a loophole. He couldn't warn a human directly. So he went to the home of a man named Utnapishtim, the man your Bible calls Noah, and he spoke to the walls of Red House. He didn't speak to the man, he spoke to the walls, and he let the man listen. Build a vessel, take your family, take the living creatures. The flood is coming. One act of quiet defiance, one broken oath, and humanity survived. When the water fell and Utnapi's team walked out alive, Enlil's rage was absolute. He demanded to know who had betrayed the council. Enki stepped forward without hesitation. What followed was not just an argument between two gods. It was the oldest ideological war in recorded human history. Enlil believed order required obedience, that humanity was a resource, useful, but ultimately replaceable. Enki believed consciousness was scarce, that once you give a being the ability to think and feel, you no longer own them. Two brothers, two philosophies, neither one ever truly won. Here's what nobody tells you. This war never ends. Every system of power that has ever existed on this earth reflects one of these two brothers. Control versus compassion, obedience versus truth, the few deciding the fate of the many. You see Enlil in every government that views its people as a resource. You see Enki in every person who broke a rule to protect someone who had no power. The Sumerians didn't write this story as mythology. They wrote it as a warning. And the warning was simple. The war for humanity was never fought between good and evil. It was fought between two versions of power. And it is still being fought right now over you.